Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Let's go, man. Get up. Please welcome your defending AFC South champion, Houston
On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. This guy's got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. On the other side, his counterpart from Houston. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home here in Week 2. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
To the left side. To Godwin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
second down throw for Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
It looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offense. Was able to bring him down for a big sack.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 14 at the screen, and it's a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. Come on. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Back to the air one more time. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing here on third and goal.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Rams. That his first touchdown of the new year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 7, Texans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Texans offense ready to see the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you feel all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good?
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here comes a return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now, faking the give. This pass is caught by Scott and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Moving left. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Nakua pulls it in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
This is one of those cases, Mike, where the play caller understands I got 3 points in my back pocket. There's no need here to be conservative. Let's keep this drive alive and see if we can come away with a touchdown. But instead of just trying to pick up the 1st down, they go for the big one, and it's a perfect throw, great catch, and they come away with 6.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 14-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing is Stroud. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Oh, what a run. Now inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stroud to throw. We'll try to set the tight end screen.
So he makes his 1st catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Stroud goes down to his left. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Here's Stroud. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Buckner's kick is good. And the Texans get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to
start the drive. A throw complete to Scott. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. From the 33, here's second and a couple. Now they'll set up to throw. Right side and brought in by Williams.
Go, ready?
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 15 yards through the air. First down, L.A. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. There he goes, inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Blocking, 18.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
On first down, it's Stroud. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Godwin working the right side. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself as a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Ready.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
That is called in at the 5. And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Ready, set.
Back to the air one more time. To the goal line and in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Rams.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understand it here before the half. We don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he forgoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report.
Our trip through the NFL starts now at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's the Saints at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Cowboys get their first win of the year, and they had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers at home to take on Washington. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Commanders get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers hosting the Jacksonville Jags. And this is the Niners wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. The Niners are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. And with that, time to look at what else went down in Week 2 of the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Williams. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field to try to establish some tempo. Start this one with first and 10.
Ready. Cougar 19.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 25, here's second down and 7.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Steady.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Puka. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's gone, man. That's Nakua. Complete. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His first touchdown of the new campaign. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will add one more onto their big lead.
Texans
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
From the gun here on 3rd down. It's Stroud. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball. And I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there. Picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now faking the give. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Contact occurs just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down. This will be returnable from his own 15. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Now, Stroud. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. from the 34-yard line. Here's second and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Room up the sideline at the 45. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll stick with him again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard. Third and 5.
Oh, hey.
From the gun, here's Stroud. No one open, he'll drop it.
At the 32-yard
Now
line.
Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second and 6.
28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Handoff here, up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up third and
Bunker down. They'll set up to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Stroud going to tuck this one on the zone read. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Stroud. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Here we go.
Brings up third and 9.
Hey.
Here's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense not coming off the field. And here's fourth down. To throw is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
14. First down,
Go!
Los Angeles.
18 Cardinal.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Now a give up the middle, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Now a give on the ground, and he'll get back to midfield. So no gain on that one.
Ready?
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Let's go now.
At
Ready?
the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
You think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far
Does not work out. They turn it over on down. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down.
Back to throw, Stroud. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. And it's balled in at the 5. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get into the end zone for the 1st time tonight. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Texans are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer. Ah, the ball's out. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
Recovered by the Texans.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the Hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That one incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
118.
To throw, it's Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, let's go.
Stroud gonna set up the throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Stroud to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
There you see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team heading back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready? Ready?
Up the middle they go. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Ready? And the Rams
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now it's 2nd and 1.
brings up 2nd and 1.
Let's go, go!
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Rams first down.
They run it once more with Judkins. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
Rams will line up for
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is up. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
at their own 30-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He's going to try it here again. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory here away from home to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Houston, good night, everyone.